Hey everyone, it's Average Gatsby, and welcome back to my Fallout New Vegas guide. Today we're doing two side quests, My Kind of Town and Can You Find It in Your Heart. I like to do these side quests right away because it gets you a couple level ups real early on in the game, and you can knock out most of the side quests that involve the Mojave Outpost right away if you do it in this order. So there are three ways to resolve this first side quest, My Kind of Town. The object of the side quest: Primm needs a new sheriff, and there are three eligible candidates. You can first of all walk right back into the Vicky and Vance casino, and with 30 science, go ahead and reprogram Primm Slim, the robot inside. It's pretty easy, and it resolves it right away, so that's some quick experience, but you don't get any benefits for it. The next thing you can do is you can get the NCR to come in and take over the town. Now, this actually has a disadvantage because the townspeople will become unhappy with you, and when you do any trading in town, you're going to have a disadvantage. You're going to get a bad deal from everyone. And then finally, you can get Myers to come in here, and he's cooped up at the NCR Correctional Facility, which the Powder Gangers have taken over, but you'll get a bonus if you recruit him. However, his takes the longest. Basically, Lieutenant Hayes here is telling me that NCR needs more troops if they're going to come in and take over the town. And the reason why I went over and talked to him is because this will unlock the Mojave Outpost on my map as far as showing the location of it. And also, I have to go to the Mojave Outpost anyway, and I wanted to show you all of the possible endings of this. The only one I'm not showing you is the Primm Slim option because, I mean, that is pretty simple. So now we're going to take our path up north, and I like to cut just directly across the desert to get here. If you look at your map, you'll see just a straight line to the NCR Correctional Facility because it'll put you right in line with this little spot right here. You see this sort of destroyed train car, and this is the Powder Ganger Camp South. This is an important location for a certain side quest that I'm going to be doing with the Powder Gangers later on, and so that's why I walk near it. I like to pick up as many places as I can as I go through the game. So, I'm now dressed as a Powder Ganger. If you remember in a previous video, I said, hey, you should at least kill one of these Powder Ganger guys and take his outfit and put it on, because this is going to help you not run into any problems around here. If you don't have a Powder Ganger suit, then you're not going to be able to walk into this camp peacefully. You can actually do this quest at any time. There used to be a bug where there's going to be a quest later on where the NCR has the option of invading this place, and if you let the NCR invade, you would not be able to finish this quest because Myers would be trapped in a loop. However, a patch just came out, and apparently one of the things that they fixed was that loop. So now you can do this at any time, Powder Gangers here or not, which is kind of nice. Myers isn't really a part of the Powder Gangers, so you don't really have a problem. So there's a couple ways to get around this guy. You can either kill him, you can talk to him, and if you do talk to him, he's going to tell you, hey, I need 200 caps, or 100 caps, and unfortunately, not only can you not rob these back, but you don't even have the option to, knock it down via speech or anything like that. However, there is one more way that you can get in here, and as you can see, I didn't even really need to give him the caps, because if you have a high enough sneak, you can just walk up behind him and take the visitor center key. If you want to make sure you're successful, do a quick save right here and just keep trying over and over again until you get it. So we're going to go inside, and then you run into a little bit of dialogue here where this guy is going to basically say, hey, let's have a truce between you. I'm not exactly sure what this does. I'm pretty sure it means if you are vilified or not liked by them, that they're basically saying, hey, let's have a truce here, and you can go do some quests with Eddie, the guy that's in charge here. To me, it doesn't really matter, though. I've never run into a game where, I don't know, I needed this truce, and it really doesn't change anything. They're still going to attack you on sight if you're not wearing a Powder Ganger outfit. So here's Myers, and he's got a lot of dialogue options, and I'm going to be skipping most of them. But basically, you're going to get to a point in the conversation where you can ask him about Primm, and he says that yes, he will take the job, but he's only going to take it if he gets an NCR pardon. So once again, we're going to have to go to the Mojave Outpost. He hightails it out of here, and he heads over to Primm, and he's kind of creeping around outside. So we won't have to come back to this facility to get him again. So now I like to teleport in as close as I can. At this point in the game, though, there was a couple areas around here that I hadn't discovered yet, so I teleported to them. But really the closest place at this point in the game is probably going to be Southern Primm. Maybe if you've walked over to the outdoor movie theater, the drive-in theater, then you can teleport to that location. So as you're walking south, you're going to see this little building over here, and there's sort of a gunfight going on as you walk up. This is a scripted event. Most events in Fallout New Vegas are scripted. They're not random events like Fallout 3, where you could just be walking along and all of a sudden there's a random dude fighting a Deathclaw. This is pretty awesome, and this is why, I don't know, this is one of the perks of being an unarmed character with a pretty high sneak. You can just get in right behind someone and take him out. And I'm just gonna watch this because it's awesome. Boom! KO'd in one hit. And for some reason, after you kill him, then the gunfight is starting over there. So basically, what I've done, I'm gonna be skipping sort of the rest of the combat around here, but I did want to show you the stuff I'm taking as I level up. I'm not really gonna talk about it too much because I'm making this video for someone at any level. So, if you want to see my progress so far in the game, this is all still pre-patch stuff, I should say. Stuff I recorded before the patch. But this is basically how I was taking my build. I have to take melee weapons at least up to 50 before level 8. And so I'm, trying to do that. And then I take lockpick because lockpick is just a very useful skill. So there's a gunfight going on. There's a bunch of guys outside. And then you also want to go inside of the building as well. And, this is going to give us a chance to pick up a fairly useful skill book. There's a couple skill books that I haven't picked up yet. And I'm going to make a separate video with the locales of all the skill books in the game. So don't worry, I will be revisiting them later on. I didn't want to show the combat in here because mainly, I just came inside to pick up the guns and bullets. And plus, I had to come back later because I was over encumbered and everything. Alright, so we've gone through that area and I'm continuing north. As you can see, you don't really want to cross the open desert because as you can see over there, there are tons of feral ghouls. And feral ghouls at this point in the game mess you up if you're an unarmed character. They have a pretty high attack rate, and you go into VATS and a couple of them will jump on you and it'll just be over. So, we got a small rad scorpion here, not really too big of an issue. And I remember the first time I saw this little gas station, I was like, oh, just a rad scorpion, okay, well, we can check out this area. But it is not wise to stick around here long. I want to grab this location because it's going to be helpful later on for teleporting down here, the Nipton Road rest stop, but I would suggest hightailing it out of here as soon as possible. There are 5 or 6 rad scorpions, and they're all going to be chasing me. However, they're super slow, and I don't really. I should say it's not that they're super slow; it's that I've got pretty good agility, so didn't really have to worry about them. Just sort of went on, and as I walked up in between the two rangers shaking hands, I got to the Mojave Outpost. Howdy. And I'm just going to go in the main barracks building here. I was just kind of looking around before I went inside, but we're going to be talking to Major Knight, where both people said I needed to talk to before I could go on. Yeah, I was considering going into the bar, but I decided to save that for another video because there's other quests that we can get there as well. And plus I needed to buy and sell at this point in the game as well. So there's Major Knight. You get some unique dialogue if you have taken the confirmed bachelor perk and you're playing as a male character. But basically, you mention Primm to him, and then you have two options here. You have Hayes is undermanned, requesting additional units. This is where the NCR comes in and takes over. And you have to have at least 20 barter, pretty easy to get, but you have to have at least 20 barter, and he'll take that up. Otherwise, you can't do it at all. So you need at least 20 barter skill to go that route. If you want to go the Myers route, you have two options. You can either pay him 200 caps, or you can pass the speech check, which, as you can see, is 30 speech. Now, I had some stuff to make it so I would pass the speech check, so I decided to skip it for now, because something else I want to do in here is go talk to the ranger in the back. And this is going to give me my second side quest, Can You Find It in Your Heart? It's a real simple quest. All I'm going to be doing is killing some ants right next to the Nipton Road stop. It's super simple, it's really easy experience, and since I already picked up the Nipton Road stop, it's going to be really easy for me to get back over there. So, I picked up from before, inside of the Bison Steve, I believe, I picked up some grimy pre-war business wear, which gives me +5 speech, and kind of a cool little outfit there. So, talk to Major Knight again, and I'm able to pass that speech check. So, getting it for free. As I was saying about Major Knight has a 100 repair skill, which is invaluable in the game. So I will be coming back here later on in my playthroughs to show, or not to show anything, but just to get all my stuff repaired. And then if you have Confirmed Bachelor, what you can do is it'll change from 100 repair skill to whatever your current repair skill is, but he'll do it for free. So it's free repairs up to whatever your current repair skill is. Alright, so Myers is in Prim, but he's just kind of creeping around the outside. He's not really, he hasn't gone and interacted with any of the citizens, but all we have to do is just go up and talk to him, and then everyone will come out of their houses and go about their business. And I will get an advantage trading with Johnson Nash, which is pretty nice, because I will be coming back to Prim occasionally. However, the casino does not turn on again until later in the game. So now I just wanted to show this little area real quick. I, for some reason, hadn't gone to the California Sunset Drive-In yet, and I had another level up. Once again, not really going to talk about in particular what I'm doing here, because it's not super important, but if you wanted to see how my build was going so far, as you can see, I kind of spread things out a little bit. I might spread things out a little bit more than I should, but I don't know. That's just the way I've always kind of played Fallout games. So now we're doing Can You Find It in Your Heart, and as you can see, the Nipton Road stop is right next to where we need to go, which makes it really easy. I was coming from, because this is actually when I chose to get this skill book, I was coming from the police station there, and you just walk right up the middle of the road and you're going to get attacked by a bunch of ants here. Ants are super simple enemies for an unarmed character to fight. Partially, a huge part is because their attack animation is really slow, and so that makes things really easily. You can block a lot of their attacks, and then thirdly, your normal punches will send them backwards sometimes. And so it's just this is a really simple fight. I think I barely take any damage at all. But I decided to leave it in because, who doesn't want to see you punching some ants? And also, this will give me an opportunity to plug something else I'm working on right now. I'm currently doing a Fallout 1 Let's Play. I'm going to be doing Let's Plays of both Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. So if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and check it out. It's just for fun. The videos are pretty simple for me to make, minimal editing and whatnot, so they don't take nearly as long as these. But if you want to get some history of the Fallout universe and, some colorful commentary, and also it's going to be fully voice acted by yours truly, so, that's something to see. And right here, I was trying to jump on him, seeing if I could cause any damage by doing a jump attack, but we're coming to, we're coming to a close pretty much here. I just killed the ants, and then we go back to the Mojave Outpost and talk to the ranger, and we're going to be done. Next time in my videos, I'm going to be doing one more side quest here at the Mojave Outpost and moving on to Nipton, because it's a really good opportunity to do both those things. You can actually do you can do part of the main quest and 2 side quests just all at once. And it just makes things really simple. I also thought this was a really awesome poster, and so I just wanted to, show it for a little bit. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be probably coming with the next one in the next couple days or so. It shouldn't take me too long to do. As you can see, you get 200 XP and you get a service rifle here. If you're playing as a small guns character, then you know that can be something really useful to you. For me, I'm just going to sell it and I'm going to be really rich. So anyway, I'm Average Gatsby. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, give me any feedback you like, and I hope you guys have a good day.